Hello guys, and welcome to today's episode on EMS. Today on EMS we are going to be talking about depression, and with me is Preci of Preci Beauty Brand. So actually I met Precious, her name is Precious. I met her on IG, and what brought us together was this talk on depression. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we dive into that, we have a couple of questions we'll be answering about depression, right? Are you going to go first, or you? I think you go first.
Okay.
So, the first question, thing is, we're going to be answering, turn by turn.
Yeah.
So, the first one is, how did you know you were depressed?
Well, I felt I was withdrawn from people. I started losing weight, and I literally stopped sleeping. I love sleeping a lot. So I noticed that I wasn't having good sleep. I was so withdrawn, like very. Oh my god, that's it.
Okay, that was Precious's experience. For me, when I noticed I was depressed, I think I was finding it difficult to sleep too.
Yeah.
And then each time I tried to sleep, I would turn off the lights in my room and sleep on the floor. Like, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I wasn't eating. At the time, my dad thought I was sick. And now the sickness he was thinking was pregnancy. He thought I was pregnant, but no. And then I was withdrawn from everyone. I was very aggressive. I didn't know what was going on with me, right?
Yeah.
I had not read up anything about depression, because, we have this mentality of an African child cannot be depressed. Depression is not for African people.
Yeah.
But we'll dive into that. So yeah, those were the things I noticed at first, which I thought were not ordinary, So that's that one. So the second question is, what did you do at the initial phase? So what did you do when you noticed all of this?
I had to, when I noticed that, yes, I just found out that, yes, I'm actually depressed. I made a list of everyone that offended me. I made a list, I wrote their names, and I started calling them one after the other, and I started telling them, I've forgiven you, I've forgiven you. So I forgave first, then I forgave myself. That was the process. That was my own therapy. I just had to forgive. The first person on the list was my father.
Oh dear.
So I'm just saying, I know there are people that actually don't like their dad due to separation and stuff like that. So the first person on my list was my dad. Then every other person that offended me, that made me to get to the level that, and I had to forgive them first, then I forgave myself. Because, I started telling myself that I was the reason I shouldn't have kept myself in that position where they should treat me the way they did. I shouldn't have allowed myself. So I just, told myself that it is what it is, man. So I don't need to get myself all worked up. So I forgive others and I forgive myself.
Oh, great. So what did I do at the initial phase? Oh my God. When I think I started reading up stuff, because I realized my behavior was not normal. It wasn't ordinary. So I started reading up stuff, and then I started seeing signs of depression. I'm like, oh my God, no, I can't. So I spoke to someone, a priest actually, and then he said, you need to speak to a psychologist. You need to talk to someone. And I'm like, no, these are like for mad people. I'm not mad. I'm not, I haven't gotten to that point, you get.
Yeah.
And then I, finally agreed to speak to someone, and we did therapy for some time, and she told me things I wasn't doing. I was doing so many things the wrong way. Like it was why I was feeling like that was because of a phase in my life, right? So she told me I needed to work on so many things, which after therapy I did, and that that of helped with it took a while. It didn't happen immediately, but eventually it happened. So yeah, that therapy and trying to get better, so that was what really kept me. So the next question here is, what kept you going the whole time?
Well, for me, I wanted them to see me better. That was what it was for me. I just wanted them to see me that their expectations I didn't, so that was it for me.
Right, okay. For me, the same thing really. I wanted to do better. I felt like I had more to offer, and I felt like I was a happier person than this. Like whatever it was pulling me down shouldn't be. Like I had a whole life ahead of me. Like I had just come out from law school. I was about to start my law career. So I'm like, nothing should put me down. People around me were walking on eggshells around me, and I didn't want that. Like, I'm like, these are people who used to enjoy my company, who used to laugh when I'm around. Now they can no longer do that. They're so afraid of me. So I was like, no. Like, I'm better than this. You can't let somebody or something put you down. So I'm like, no. You know, I kind of just changed my mindset about everything. So yeah, I think things started to, you know, change for me. So yeah. Okay. So what we have here again is, how did you overcome it?
How did I overcome it? Okay, after I forgave everybody and forgave myself, I had to just talk to God about it. I didn't do it on my own, because I was almost running mad. Almost. My mommy had to, like, you know, tie my legs, tie my 2 hands.
Oh my God.
Because she knew that this one,
You need to hold
that market. So after I forgave everybody, forgave myself. The only thing about it is that I piled it up. You get, like, people that did me wrong, you know, that made me. So I felt I was okay. You know, when you just come out from a relationship that you really gave your 100% to, and you're Becky, has gone, you know.
Yeah.
Then you go into another one, Becky, you know, and it got to a point. So those things were piled up, and it just went to, like, then coupled with my dad, coupled with the fact that I'm not where I'm supposed to be. My mates are getting married. My mates are doing this. You know, so I just had to talk to God after I forgave everybody. I just had to talk to God, and my mom consistently kept on talking to me. She kept on reminding me, the child of who I am. Kept on telling me that I have somewhere that I'm going to. Yeah. So my focus now was not on what made me what I am. Like, it wasn't like where I'm coming from. My focus was just like where I'm going to. So it helped.
Oh. Nice. Like, how did I overcome mine? I think, you know, after therapy, I decided to just stay positive.
Yeah.
Like, I have never, from that point in my life, I have never been as positive, you know, as I started to be from that point till this point. Like, so many things that would upset me no longer upset me. Like, I'm like, there's no need. You don't need to hold on to these things. It's not necessary, you get. And I started to see life differently, like, very, very differently. I'm like, because this happened, so the whole of my life should kind of pause. I was like, no, you don't give such power to somebody or to a certain situation. So I'm like, no. You know, we have to, like she said, we're going somewhere, we're heading somewhere. I had a law career ahead of me. Yeah. I'm like, my life is just starting, like, and something or someone is about to pause that. No, I wasn't going to give power to that at all. So it was positive thoughts all the way. And I try as much as possible to, you know, encourage everyone around me to, you know, have that sort of mindset, if you get what I mean. So yeah, the next question is, or rather the final question is, advice to viewers. So what is your advice to people who may be going through, you know, depression? Let's call it what it is, because some people don't believe it exists, you know.
Well, I would say do not get to that point where you'll be depressed. But if you are there, you need to just forgive. And we make mistakes, we do shit. So if you're telling yourself that, oh, why did I shouldn't have done this, and most people actually blame themselves for other person's inability to recognize your worth. Exactly. You get, like, you want to, don't give them that power. Yeah, you need to keep on constantly telling yourself that you're beautiful, you're confident. I might not be where I want to be, but, you know, I'm heading there. You know, be positive, as she said. And the sky is your starting point. Yep.
Well, for me, advice to, I'm in line with everything she said, really. Yeah. In this part of the world, depression is a joke for so many people. Like, depression doesn't affect African children. Wow. Like, I felt this way, and I spoke to people and they said, oh, you're not depressed, you're probably just sad about something. Maybe some guy broke your heart. You know, they joked about it. But you see, it is real. Like, it is very real. Like, the thing is, I didn't get to the point where I was thinking of killing myself. Some people get to that point. You get. Yeah. So don't let it get to that point. If you feel you are not feeling okay, speak to somebody. Talk, no matter who it is. Talk to your mom, talk to your siblings, talk to friends, anybody at all. But don't keep it. Don't think these things exist. Like, they affect black, white, gold, red children, anybody. Do you understand? So my own is talk to somebody. try and get out of that bad space where you are.
Yeah.
So, you know, that would really, really help. I spoke to someone and that, you know, sort of helped with everything. So, yeah, guys, this is it for us. This is the final question we have. And, you know, let's get questions, your feedback, you know, comments. Leave them below and let us know what you think about this video. And if you would like to share experiences with us, please let us know. Thank you so much, Precious, for coming on the channel. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.